Hi guys, and welcome back to Pura Track Learning. So today we're going to be talking about the two sides of self-publishing. So when it comes to self-publishing, not only are you an author, but you're also an entrepreneur. So if you haven't checked out my video about why self-publishing means starting a business, I encourage you to check that video out. Not only do you have the preparation side, which is getting the book from concept to print, you've also got the business side, which we've broken down into 4 legs, which includes structure, strategy, substance and scaling. I'm going to talk about those a bit later in this video, but those are the 4 legs that we take our members through in our On Track membership business coaching program. So keep watching this video if you're interested in learning a bit more about that. But let's first of all talk about the preparation side of self-publishing. So there's 7 things you're going to need when it comes to the preparation of your book. The first thing you're going to need is a manuscript. And so this is about the writing of your book. So you've got to get that book from what God has placed in your heart, the vision that you have for it, the concept onto paper. You've got to get to that place where you get the manuscript from being inside you to on paper so that other people can actually read it. That's the first thing you're going to need. The second thing after that, you're going to want some developmental editing. There are different types of editing. I'm going to talk about 3 main types that you're going to use to live in your self-publishing journey. Here at Pura Track, we provide 2 of those, which is the copy editing and the proofreading. But before you have your copy editing, you want to get your book edited developmentally, okay? So this is about actually developing the concept of your book, rearranging paragraphs, giving advice into the actual content of the book itself. That is something that you want to consider. Hiring a professional to help you do that, getting input into other people that you know are experts, let's say in the particular topic that you're actually writing about, getting input into that as well. Once you're at a place where you're happy with your manuscript draft, that's when you want to move on to copy editing. Copy editing is more the technical side of the editing, now looking at punctuation, sentence structure, etc, etc. Here at Pura Track, we're able to support you with that, and this is where your self-publishing route to success begins with Pura Track. If you do choose to use our self-publishing services, this is where we will come into your life. This is where we will jump into your journey from the copy editing phase. Okay, and so yes, if it is regards to biblical accuracy, then that's something that we do give advice into, but developmental editing, you'd have to get that done before coming to us. But from the copy editing phase, that's where we come into the scene. So you've got your manuscript written, you've got the writing phase, then you've got your developmental editing, your copy editing, then you want to think about your book cover and your interior formatting. So that's number 4 and 5. So we encourage you to do the cover first and then the interior formatting, simply because once you have the cover designed, it can help inform your decisions with regards to the interior, so that the interior matches your cover. So you can take key aspects from the cover that can be incorporated into the interior. This is a really nice touch, and it's how we like to do it. So you've got your cover design and then your interior formatting or your typesetting. Then once you've got your cover and your interior formatting of your book finished, then we're going to go on to the proofreading, and this is the final check of your book. So that final round of checking for spelling mistakes, punctuation, grammar, all of those kind of things, but also in the formatting of the book. Is there any spaces that are too big? Is there anything that's too far off the edge of the page? Is the bleed set correctly? All of these kind of things is what we're going to check in the final check through the proofreading of your book. And then the last thing you're going to need is printing. You're going to need a print and distribution option. So you're going to have to decide how you're going to print. If you're going to use print on demand platforms, then it's a case of going through the whole upload process of that. And again, we support you with that when it comes to uploading and getting your book to a place where it's ready to print on demand. And so now let's talk about the business side of self-publishing, because many authors get to that place, and it's an amazing place to get to where your book is published and your name is on that cover and it's printed and somebody's able to read it, whether that's in a physical copy or whether that's a digital copy. It's an amazing achievement. However, many authors do stop there. They've got it from concept, they've got it to print, and for them the journey's ended. But for those who desire their book to actually be read by readers, desire to make a living off of their book, and desire to actually make an impact of their book, which means that more people are able to read it and they can, let's say, even produce services and all sorts of other things from the book. They get speaking opportunities, they're able to create a course or whatever it is that might go along with it. then you have to consider the business aspect of it. So in our On Track membership program, we break this down into 4 legs, as I mentioned before: structure, strategy, substance, and scaling. So you're going to need a structure. First of all, you need to understand who you are, what you're called to do, okay? And so you need an identity, you need a purpose, and you need objectives. What problem are you solving? Who is it that you're actually serving? And that's what we talk about in structure, in the structure leg of our On Track pathway. That is what we help you to identify. We help you to identify both the kingship and the priesthood aspect of your calling. So that's the pattern basically, and that's all about the structure. Then it comes to the second leg, which is about strategy. Okay, so you identified who you are, what you're called to do. The how is the strategy side of things, okay? And we help you by giving you the strategy, okay? So if you're an infopreneur, if you're an author, speaker, someone who is called to communicate a God-given message, part of our strategy is to write a book. So pretty much everyone that we work with is an authorpreneur, because we believe that writing a book is a very key lead and a key way to memorialize, I guess, the message that God has given to you, and to create further impact, and it also leads into greater depths of wealth that God has for you to create as well. So you know, most of the people that we do work with are authorpreneurs, and you know, we do provide self-publishing services, so it's a natural progression for people to move from the services to the business side of working with us as well. So in the strategy, we help you by taking you through our strategy, which we call the power system, okay? And so that's helping you to identify the power that God has given to you to create wealth. And power is an acronym, and so we help you to incorporate the pattern, create an online presence that's always for online, write your wisdom, exchange your expertise, and then relate. And so that's the strategy, and we help you to implement those strategies. So not only give you the strategy, but help you to implement those strategies, walking alongside you step by step. And then you've got the substance leg of your race, and this is where you want both your kingship and your priesthood to meet, where you want your ministry and your money to meet, where you want to live in your power zone, where you begin to see the fruit of your labor. You've created a book, and not only is it great that you've got the book there, you want the book to be in a place where it's reaching people and you're creating wealth, and that's what we call the power zone. With other services and stuff that you may create, we want that to be the place where you're actually able to live off of that which God has given to you to create wealth and to give away to others, and it's benefiting other people. And then you've got the last leg, which we call scaling, and this is essentially just growing deeper and wider, higher depths and greater heights in what it is that God's called you to. That's the multiplication aspect of it. Substance, you begin to see some fruit. Scaling for us is about multiplication and multiplying and increasing your impact, growing your team. You know, you're no longer a solopreneur. It takes it to depth that you just couldn't imagine and that God has for you. So if what I've spoken about has sparked something in you and you believe, yeah, I believe God is calling me to more in 2022, I'm happy to let you know that Heat 1 of our On Track membership for 2022 is now open. Our program runs for 6 months, and you get an opportunity to get one-to-one business coaching as well as group mastermind sessions. We have resources and we have different things that support you along the journey. And so if that's you, then check out the link below this video where you can find out all the information about that. And prayerfully, by God's grace, you can be in a place where you move through this On Track pathway. You want to do more. You know the Lord is calling you for more. You want to move through this On Track pathway. You want to move into the depths of what God has called you to do as a king and a priest, not only as a priest but as a king too, because it's so frustrating to, you know, you want to serve God's people, of course you do, but it takes money to create the book in the first place. It takes money to create all the resources that you do create, and you have to live too. And so I believe that the Lord has called us to live in a power zone, to be kings and priests, to be able to create wealth and give that wealth away and have not only impact but income. And so if that's you, like I said, check out the link below the video. And if this video has been helpful for you guys, let us know by hitting that thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, subscribe now by hitting the red subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time on Pure Track Learning. Bye guys.